Hey everybody, this is David B69 and welcome to September 10th. That means we are getting closer and closer to the end of the regular season. The postseason starts in 19 days. So let's just get right into today's game because this is just going to be a good day. We're closer and closer to taking the division title. Um, the Dodgers look like they're going to clinch their division first before us, but we have the better record, so that's good news. Um, as far as people sitting down today, we are going to give Arenado a complete day off. Believe it or not, he is going to get a day off. Now, Wilson's going to sub in, but he's going to play DH. I'm going to move Castellanos up, move Kepler up. And Bryson Stott, you're going to sit, and we're going to let I don't even know how to pronounce Christian Oro, or I really don't know. I really don't know him very well, so who knows? We're going to move Buxton up here, and we're even going to sit JT today. So let's just get into it.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Our starter in this one, Ranger Suarez. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's a Mets lineup now. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower, doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them with his control? And
this one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is out of here. He shoots one out to right. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
And now it's Juan Soto. First pitch, and he just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage. There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
1 down, base is empty. Suarez went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game. The 2-2. Curve, hit right back to him. The throw to first. Out. They get the out on Soto.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Pete Alonso stands in now and watches strike 1. And it's fouled away.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boog. Just not that common anymore. Think about this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Sean Manaea. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think, They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here comes Bryce Harper. High fly ball out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Edge of his zone for a strike. 0-1. That's inside.
Ball.
Off the plate inside. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Castellanos with a homer in his last game. That one hammered center field, way back there. And that is gone. He crushes that one to center field. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked the cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Now batting Max Kepler. Ball 1, no strikes. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And that one pulled foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Not even close there. 2-1. Got him swinging. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jose Siri, the next to hit, takes outside. And a swing and a miss there. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. This one's got a chance. The throw to third.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that puts him just 1K away from 200 on the year.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
Manaea back to work. Buxton went deep twice in his last game.
No ball, 1 strike. Ball 1.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
On the ground, and that's just foul. 2-2 now. And he dodges that fastball. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Tied him up inside with that one.
0-2.
This to third, Ritter. And he can't come up with it. One down.
Batting
Here's
eighth,
Christian
second
Arroyo.
baseman, Christian Arroyo.
Foul ball there. Man at first, 1 away. Fouled off left side. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Wilson leads off first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
0-1.
Runner takes off.
No,
Pitch
that's
misses.
the ball.
Throw to
One ball,
second.
one
Out
strike.
there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Welcome back
Leading
as we
off
take a
for the
peek at the
Mets,
starting
shortstop
pitching so far this
Francisco
year.
Lindor.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. That's a laser base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
McNeil
No,
up to
that's a
bat
ball.
next. Lays off for a ball.
1 ball.
Nobody
No
out.
strike.
Runner at first.
2-0.
In the dirt. Lindor into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner edges away at second. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his
Right
confidence
fielder,
should still be
Juan
high enough to get
Soto.
out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
That one hooked foul. And the 0-1. Fought off foul. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But no advance from the runners.
Well, classic pitch
Now
sequencing
batting,
there to
the
change
first
eye
baseman,
levels for the punch out. That
Alonso.
fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Alonso in the box, lays off for ball 1. Line drive. That's a base hit. Lindor zipping around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. We are tied at 2.
Love how he let that ball
Now batting,
travel,
catcher,
trusted his
Francisco
hands. Nice job of going
Alvarez.
the other way.
2 on, 1 out. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch misses.
The last
One
thing he
ball,
wants is
no
to hit the
strike.
ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe! Almost made the play, but now it's a 1-run ball game.
Now
Well, that's a
batting,
frustrating
left
way to
fielder,
fall
Brandon
behind in this
Nimmo.
one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play, and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Nimmo in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ripped to right. That's out number 2. And now it's Jose Siri. Doubled in his first AB. Hit in the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest
Leading off
news
for
from
the
around the
Phillies,
league.
Catcher Mitch Garver.
The wind and the pitch. And that
Ball
one
1.
upstairs, ball 1. Garver in
1-0.
his 9th season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first.
That's an out.
And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that
No
time.
balls.
Well,
One
the offense
strike.
has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Toss to Alonso, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom
Now
of the 3rd.
batting, first baseman.
So here is Bryce Harper. Flied to left his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it 3-2. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark
for the
as
Mets,
we go to the
second
top of the
baseman,
4th. Now it's the
Luis
second
Angel
baseman, Luis
Acuna.
Angel Acuna. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced the starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example of that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance when you guess. So I'm sure that changeup looked like a fastball almost the entire way to the plate.
Lindor in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Acuna, the base runner at first with 1 out.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Runner.
Here goes the runner. On the ground to third. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now here's Jeff McNeil. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul out of play.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Grounder might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a
No
strike.
ball. 1 strike.
Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Nick Castellanos
Now
at the
batting,
plate now.
right
He's
fielder,
already homered here in this one.
Castellanos.
Misses off the
Outside.
plate. And that's ball one. Right through there for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Pitch
Ball
misses
two.
there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, bases empty. Just
Full count.
off the outside edge. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air right field. Soto under it. He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. Max Kepler at the
Up
plate.
next for the
Went down on
Phillies,
strikes his
left
first time
fielder,
through.
Max Kepler.
Popped up. Lindor nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets. Welcome back as we
Leading
take a
off
look at
for
how
the
today's
Mets,
starting
first
pitchers have
baseman,
fared so
Pete
far.
Alonso.
Suarez back to work, and that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Towards first, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Alvarez up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Ground ball right side. Harper steps on the bag. One away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Liner, and this could be trouble. In comes the run from 3rd to add on. Throws to second, and in at second with an RBI double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Siri in the box again, takes a strike. Ground ball left side and foul ball. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Everything in that at bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3. So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 2. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Byron Buxton. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Alvarez makes the catch, and there's one gone. So digging
Now
in,
batting,
Weston Wilson.
designated
He's 0 for
hitter,
1.
Weston Wilson.
First
1-0.
pitch, not close.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Outside low, and that's ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Throws to first.
That's an out.
Home half of the 5th inning, moving
Now
along.
batting,
2 quick
second
outs.
baseman,
2 down,
Christian
bases
Arroyo.
empty. Christian Arroyo stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Oh, he's got to
0-1.
be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And he makes the catch. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 5. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take a check
for
of the
Mets,
current
third
standings.
baseman, number 86.
Missed
Ball,
with a
no.
changeup, and that
One
is
ball,
ball 1.
no strike.
Ritter goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2019. Chopped out towards short. Barehand grab, fires to first, on the money. Nice play.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the
Jeff
designated
McNeil
hitter,
stands
Jeff
in. He had
McNeil.
a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Lindor at first, 1 gone. That
1-1.
misses. And 1-1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 2. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Leading
And now the
off
catcher
for the
comes up to him.
Phillies.
Mitch Garver.
Catcher, Mitch Garver.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times,
0-2.
and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That
1-2.
one way outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the
Ball.
palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first.
Out.
1 away, bottom of the 6th. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner. He's grounded out a couple of times. That's to third. And it gets by him. Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the
Now
first pitch.
batting,
He kind of rolled
first
over on this
baseman,
pitch a little
Bryce
bit, but he got
Harper.
enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Fouled off. He was late.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to
Ball,
manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Movement in the bullpen. Danny Young up and throwing. Minter also getting ready. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score easily.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That's it for Sean Manaea. And he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for New York.
Taking over on the mound for the
Number
Mets,
70.
Jose Butto.
Jose
Still a lot of
Butto.
game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Ball one there.
1-0.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Harper around third. And he boots it.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down, runner at first. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Still only one out here in the inning. Hit on the ground might be two. There's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. They put two on the board on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 4.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound,
76.
Andrew Painter.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Painter.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Soto,
No.
the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball
One
one.
ball. No strike.
Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that drops in for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1-2 here. And
No,
downstairs.
down.
Soto, swing and a drive. Deep right field. Castellanos ranges back. Way back there and gone. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 6-4. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hit on the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that takes care of Alonso. Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. That clips the inside corner for a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit, Jose Siri.
1-0.
This one in the dirt. To second, pulls him off the bag. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
2 balls, no strike.
And a swing and a miss. Nimmo at second with 2 down. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Major League. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
For the Phillies, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And the next pitch is way outside. That one almost got him. Stays alive. Outside corner, got him looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Buxton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you're committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's a high chopper, and that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. That one way inside. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nimmo makes the catch, and that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 8th, and now Luis Angel Acuna. Painter back to work. Fastball for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And the 0-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Back there. Leaps at the wall but can't haul it in. And he's got a double. Luke Ritter with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept
1
close.
ball. No strikes.
Misses
Ball
inside. And the count now 2-0. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's safe. And they lead by 3.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
McNeil checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. And they'll do it again. McNeil tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. On the ground to third. 1 at second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Danny Young. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 81.
Here's the second baseman, Christian
Danny
Arroyo.
Young.
0 for 2 in this one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting loose. Swing and a foul straight back.
One, two.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. And here's the catcher, Mitch Garver, has grounded out a couple of times. And he swings over the top there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. To the right side. Tosses to first, and they get Turner for the out. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe
Now
Ross.
pitching.
Well,
for
you
the
see the
Phillies.
ERA very solid.
Number
and
43.
that doesn't always tell you the whole
Joe
story, but he's been
Ross.
really good so far this year.
Soto in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Pete Alonso. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. To second for 1, and it's over his head. First and second, no outs. Now here is Francisco Alvarez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Soto over at second. Alonso on at first with nobody out. There's one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. On the ground right side. And that is that. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Now
He
pitching
last
for New
pitched
York.
4 days ago, so you
Number
should feel pretty
39.
fresh. Bryce
Edwin
Harper to the
Diaz.
plate. Singing you can't ask for
Leading
anything more.
off
This
for
guy
the
checks
Phillies.
all the boxes
First
offensively.
baseman,
He's the
Bryce
ultimate professional, and
Harper.
it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
On the corner for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
2-1.
Here's Harper, the count 2-1.
Ball 3.
That one missing inside.
3-1.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Full
Well, it
count.
looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And first offering is fouled off. Diaz, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Swing and a miss.
2 pretty nasty sliders
No
to
ball.
get
2
this hitter
strikes.
into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just
Now
not
batting,
making the
the right
adjustment. He came
fielder,
at him with the breaking ball, pitch after
Castellanos.
pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Castellanos in the box with 2 gone, and
No
takes a look
ball.
at a called
1
strike. Strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. That one outside, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
And as you can see there on the line score, we gave up 17 hits. I mean, that's the reason we lost the game. The fact that the score was still as close as it was is a testament to our lineup and our pitching. They just hit very well. Everybody got a hit. Every single person in our lineup got a hit. Most of them scored. Yeah, it's going to make a difference in a game. Soto hit his 40th. Jack McNeil hit his 5th. Manaea was where I was able to get to, but not until the 6th inning, for the most part. Yeah, got 2 in the first, 2 in the 6th. Does need to be better overall. Yeah, you can see here there was the top 4 people in the lineup. Everybody else below that did not do well. Like I said, we had we have a bunch of bench players in the game. But that being said, we still had a chance to win this thing, and we didn't. So until next time, this is David B69 saying have a great day, everybody. Peace. I'm out.